Good morning and welcome to day one of our holiday meal prep and planning activity. You are going to be today working to plan a holiday dinner. And you're going to pretend that you're in charge of planning the menu, finding recipes, making a grocery list, and then adjusting recipes in order to make sure that you have enough food to feed all of your guests. Um, so we're going to break this down kind of day by day, and I'm going to talk you through your day one responsibilities. Notice it says starred here that you're encouraged to use family or cookbook recipes from your house, but you can also find recipes for dishes online. Either way will work. One of the key parts of what you're doing today is finding those recipes, the recipes for your menu, whatever you choose is on your menu. You see highlighted in yellow here, your recipes that you choose have to include at least one fraction in them. Okay, so there has to be a fractional amount in each of your recipes. If the recipe doesn't have any fractions, you can't use it. So that means you either might have to search out another one online, or you might have to choose a different food item. Okay, and there's kind of a layout for you down below here so that you can choose your menu items. And then tomorrow you'll be working on actually copying down the recipes that you find. So let's talk about planning out the dinner. Your first task is to decide what is the occasion. So, what are you celebrating? It could be a holiday that's already passed, it could be a holiday that's quite a ways away, or it could be something coming up soon. So, maybe you are planning a New Year's party, and that is what you are celebrating. Okay. Maybe you're planning a birthday party. You could plan a Super Bowl party. So there are lots of options here, and it's totally up to you what the occasion is that you're celebrating. I'm going to leave mine as a New Year's party. Okay. Next thing you're going to decide is the number of guests that you have coming to this party. And it has to be more than 10 people. So I'm going to plan for 15 people. Location, you can decide where the party is going to be. I'm just going to say my house. You might choose a different location. Maybe you have something fun in mind. It's totally up to you where you want to host this party. Okay, and this really is all kind of like pretend, right? So you can dream big if you'd like as well. And then the dinner theme, you can again kind of be creative here. Maybe you don't have really a theme. For me, it's going to be my favorite things. So you'll see that as I choose kind of my menu items. But you could also maybe have like a color theme. You could say like for New Year's, I might say everyone wears gold and black. So you can think about those kinds of things as you are planning. Okay. So now that I have my occasion, how many guests, the location, a theme, I'm going to choose at least 4 items total for my menu. And it encourages you to consider choosing one item in each of the first four categories. So you'll see there are appetizers. So what are you going to kind of snack on before the meal starts, maybe? The main dish, a side dish to go with the main dish, and then a dessert. Okay, those are the first four categories. Now, you might have something else in mind that doesn't totally fit those categories. You could also choose something from the other category. So, four things. I'm going to start with thinking about my main dish because when I'm thinking about my favorite things, that is really easy for me to think about. So, my main dish is going to be lasagna. That is my favorite, especially my mom's recipe. Um, Dessert is also really easy for me to come up with. For me, the dessert is going to be cheesecake. Okay, and then as I think about an appetizer and a side dish, um, what comes to mind as one of my childhood favorites is actually called cookie salad. And as you can guess from the word cookie, it's not actually like a salad with lettuce. It's a salad with like whipped cream and pudding, which I don't really know if it actually makes it a salad, but that's what we used to call it. So, cookie salad. And then I'm thinking to go well with the lasagna, I might have appetizers of some garlic bread. And I also really like um, buffalo chicken dip. And that could either go with some of the bread, maybe, or if you dip with chips. So I know it said four items. I came up with five here. And now, how I'm going to spend the rest of my day is I need to find recipes for these items. And again, keeping in mind it has to have at least one fraction in each recipe. Okay. And then that will bring me to the end of day one for this project. As you look kind of further out, tomorrow you're going to spend time actually copying down the recipes that you find and then figuring out the top three shared ingredients. But we'll talk more about that then. Um, Keep in mind that as you're choosing things, you want to choose something again that has a recipe that might have a fraction in it. One thing you might run into, like with a main dish, say you choose like steak or turkey or something like that. Um, your main dish recipe might be like the the marinade maybe for the meat or whatever it is that you're going to use to season it, because that seasoning or that marinade might actually have a recipe with a fraction in it. So you can make that work. Go ahead and begin your planning. Let me know what questions you have.